Thank you for staying with News Center. Now we want to talk about the entertainment business in general, and joining me for that conversation is May Raquel, who is the PR communication at Sarakasi. Welcome and good morning.
Morning. Thank you
for
having me.
So Sarakasi is what, 23 years?
23 years in September this year.
In September. That's a while. That means you started operation at around 2001, if my math is not wrong.
Yes, that's 2 decades plus.
Yes. So it's been a long time coming. Of course, the industry has changed.
Yeah.
We've seen COVID-19 and so many disruptions along the way. Where would you say you are right now as an entertainment?
Oh, wow. As an entertainment industry, we were affected by COVID.
Yeah.
Of course, gigs became lesser and lesser because we couldn't meet physically and whatnot. And mostly what we do involves meeting physically, you know. So I'd say after COVID, we're picking up. We're doing well. We're getting more gigs. We're getting more artists in our dome. So that's good. We're having more and bigger events coming up. So yeah, we're growing.
So then how has that impacted performance in general? Of course, going through challenges, you lose some, you gain some.
Yeah, it has affected us in so many ways. For instance, we usually have some artists who perform internationally.
Yeah.
So getting those gigs were a bit tricky. So getting them to travel internationally was tricky. But we're glad that, in fact, I'm sure yesterday we had a couple traveling out of the country for the next 6 months to 1 year. So that's good because we are now starting to come back. We're starting to have more gigs. We're starting to have more people booking us for events and whatnot. So yeah, so COVID affected us in terms of having less gigs. Guys had to stay home, and of course, you know, some of these artists are breadwinners in their homes.
Yeah.
So we are happy to report that we are having more gigs.
So for those who don't know, what kind of performing arts do you do at Sarakasi?
So maybe I should start by saying who Sarakasi
is
and what we do.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sarakasi is a cultural center whose vision is to empower the youth by responding to the needs of further development of culture and promoting culture. So basically promoting culture, entertainment, performing arts through dance and acrobats.
Okay. So just dance and acrobats and promoting culture.
Yes.
And how has that impacted? Of course, you know, unemployment rate in Kenya is really high.
Yeah.
And so many of us out there are struggling to get jobs.
Yeah.
This offers a platform.
Yes, it does.
How has that impacted the youth?
One of the things that we take pride in at Sarakasi is the fact that we've been able to mobilize a big number of young guys, the youth, who are probably loitering around or come from less fortunate families. So we've been able to give them employment, and these are people who are breadwinners in their families. So they have jobs now because when you have gigs, when you're going to meet clients, they're able to perform and they're paid for it. So we have created employment because now they can feed their families more comfortably. Their children can go to school and they're not engaging in, what's the best way to put it?
Drugs and all that.
Yes, I was trying to be modest. Yes. So yeah, we've been able to create employment to close to 100 artists this year as we speak, but I'm sure the number is going up because of course, post-COVID and whatnot. So yeah.
From what you say, do you think Kenyans have embraced art?
Oh yes. Oh yes, we have. In fact, again, post-COVID, we've been able to get more clients who, some of them didn't know much about what circus is, what acrobatics is. So they've been able to embrace it, and I think with that, we're getting more jobs. So we are growing as an industry.
Yeah.
Also, many people didn't know what Sarakasi is about and what we do. So yes, I think we are starting to embrace it more because previously, it was an international kind of thing or a wide kind of idea, yeah. So, but now Kenyans are beginning to embrace it, and they're associating with it more than they used to.
You know, you talk about circus, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, what circus. Have I ever attended a circus in Kenya? I don't think so, but
never.
No, sadly, I have never.
But don't worry, we got you.
Yes, because that's what I was coming to. There's an event coming up. Maybe you can tell us about. But before you do that, maybe you can start explaining what is circus. The art of circus. What does it take? If you're privy to that information,
that's a very good question.
Yeah.
What is circus? So maybe I should start by saying our name is Circus. In English, that is circus.
Oh, right.
Yes, you didn't know that, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So in English, that is circus. So circus basically is where you see fire breathers, you see unicyclists, you see who else? Stilt walkers, guys. You know the guys who hang from the roof with ropes and whatnot.
Yeah.
That is circus.
Yeah, but you know how you see it in movies?
Yeah.
I think that's a picture that's in my head. Yes.
What do you have in mind?
I imagine what we see in movies, you know, tents, different places, and of course this is Kenya. So
I tell you what.
Yes.
What we have in store is far much better than that.
Then talk to us about what you have in store.
So we have an event coming up on the 6th of May. It's the 7th edition of circus. So we are hosting it at Circus Dome. So what is different about this event is that it's a nightlife experience. Let me call it rave.
Okay.
The idea is you're going to...
Kenyans love raves, so...
We do, don't we? And we do it well.
We do it well.
So the idea is the nightlife experience. So rave, you're going out to a club. It's a shere kind of thing. And then you're having your best DJs, the likes of DJ Case, the likes of DJ Paps, Mix, what's his name? Mix Master Lenny. We have so many. The lineup is crazy.
Yeah.
So we have different DJs playing, different setups, and then music, the best kind of music that you'd imagine. And then the best part of it is that on a usual day, when you see circus, they'd be performing on a stage. This time around, they will be there in the audience with us. You could be drinking and dancing to your favorite tunes, and a fire breather is right next to you. Or a unicyclist is right next to you.
Yeah.
So you get to actually experience it and see it firsthand. And if you want to experience, you can actually do it. If you want to balance things, if you want to hang on the roof with them, you're actually privileged to do that.
Okay. And
yes.
I know you came with Mercy Wamboy, who's a hula hoop artist.
Yes.
She will be explaining and maybe showing us how it's done.
Yes.
But perhaps let's take a look at or talk about what goes into preparations for this, you know, such events.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. Talk to us about that.
It takes a village. I think I'd start by saying our artists are, do you know they come to the dome every single day by 6 a.m. and they train every single day all the way to 5. And this is even when we don't have an event. So you can imagine when now we are preparing for this event, what it takes. So it takes a village. So we have our artists preparing for the different kind of things, I shouldn't calling them. I should not be calling them things. Different kind of circus that they're preparing for, and then we have our DJs. Of course, they're putting up their best mix on the table. So yeah, it takes a village, and we've done that. We've prepared in terms of this coming event. We have our securities in check. We have maybe I should also mention that we have 2 stages. One of the stage is the main stage, and then we have the neon stage. So the main stage is where you're going to have access to your best kinds of things. Anything you can imagine, it's going to be there. But then again, you also have the VIP stage. So what's special about the VIP is that you're going to have an exclusive view of the stage, and then you're going to have an exclusive access to the VIP bar, which is sponsored by Jaeger. Yeah. So there's that, and then there's the neon stage. The neon stage is everything neon. The colors, the DJs are going to be dressed in also different kinds of attires. So it's something to really look. Something
when is the event? If I may?
On the 6th. On the
6th of May?
This Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
From 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. So we're going all the way till morning.
All right. Yeah. I want us to bring in Mercy so that she can, you know, give us a thing or two. But even as, you know, we take a look, we wait for Mercy to get prepared. Let's talk about those youth who are watching us right now. And probably they want to be involved in such events or such arts, but it's not possible because they don't know how to do that. How can they?
Oh, simple. They can come to our dome. Sarakasi, we're located at Ingara, opposite Posta. They can come to our dome. Our socials are everywhere. Our social media handle for Instagram is Sarakasi Trust Official. For all other platforms, it's Sarakasi Trust. Okay. So they can always DM us. They can, I'll share our phone number. They can always call us. Simple. Just come, audition with our main coaches. That's Coach Edu and Coach Matthias. Okay. Simple.
And you're good.
Yeah.
All right, Mercy, it's your time. So maybe you could you do your thing first, and then we can talk about it. So maybe.
China.
Yeah.
For a couple of years. She does this professionally. She earns a living from this. So yeah, wait until you're amazed by what she's just about to do.
I'm actually scared. Should I move aside?
No, you're fine.
I'm fine, okay.
And this is just a snippet of what you'll see.
But you really
On
need
Saturday.
to be flexible for this. You know, not
Yeah.
everyone can do this.
I can't do it myself.
If I did it, if I attempted, this would have been an emergency case. And you see how she's collecting like a couple at the same time.
Maybe you should move backwards.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's important to mention that on the actual day, we'll have, in case of any kinds of accidents, we are covered.
Okay.
So in terms of first aids and whatnot, in terms of security, we are covered. Ample parking, we're good.
Okay.
We have it all figured.
Okay, so for the viewers who want to, you know, go and see more of what Mercy is doing, just be sure that Saturday is the place where exactly?
Sarcassidom in
Sarcassidom in Gara.
Yes.
From what time?
From 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much, May, Raquel, for that. I want us to end our conversation, but yeah, you have something?
Yes, I have something else to add.
Yeah.
It's a ticketing event.
Okay.
Yes, so the tickets are going for 1,500 in advance, 2,000 at the gate, VIPs 3,000 advance, 4,000 at the gates.
Okay.
Hasol Sasa is where you can buy the tickets from.
I want us to let the viewers enjoy the show.
Please.
So thank you so much for your company. We end News Center with this lovely performance by Mercy.